So I was super excited to be called into the chamber office and then shocked to learn that we had received this award. It's such a recognition for the business community to have recognized the work we do, because we do feel like we lean on our business partners a lot for the success of Tharros Place. We also lean on them for the success of our girls, whether it's teaching life skills or employing them or donating to Tharros Place. So since the beginning, it's been a really critical partner between Tharros Place and the business community. And then to be recognized this reward just 2 years into doing the work was really honoring and very exciting. So having raised 3 teenagers myself, teenagers are hard, and if you add on to that trauma and complexity, everyone wants the best for their children, and to be able to really support some of these young people to follow their dreams is really rewarding. I think it's hard to be a teenager right now, even under the best circumstances. So being able to work with these young people and our team of people that believe in them is really great. Because we're relatively small, we can only take up to 12 girls. We're really able to individualize those service and help them follow their own dreams. We have one girl that just completed a military program at Fort Stewart, and she's headed to the military. We just enrolled one at Savannah State. We helped her move into the dorm, just like any mom would. So those are pathways to success, and that's what we want for all of our kids. And if we can help girls that might not have that opportunity pursue their dreams, that's awesome. That's what we all want. So I have the lucky job of accepting awards and raising money and developing partnerships. I have a team of 25 people, case managers, social workers, therapists who are working one-on-one with our young people every day, literally 24/7, 365. They're the people making the difference. We're super proud to be able to employ that many, but they're the ones doing the hard work, developing the relationships with teenagers, which, as you know, if you're around teens, is not always amazing every time. And so it's so awesome, first, to be able to employ 25 people. That's really great. And then have such a great team doing just really important work. They're the ones who deserve the award, and they're the ones who've worked really hard. The minute we started Tharros Place, we went up to people and we explained what human trafficking was and how it's a problem in our community. People came in and supported us. We had over 500 donors before we opened our doors. That's volunteers, that's in-kind donations, that's monetary donations. That's amazing. So we've really created a very, very broad base of support through private giving, government giving, in-kind, volunteers. And so we have a really good base that we're able to grow on. Nonprofit is hard right now, and we're not an organization that can wind down and cut our hours. We're either open 24/7, 365, or not at all. We have been excellent fiscal stewards. I treat this as a business because it is. We have reserves of 3 to 4 month operating expense, so we're prepared to weather the times. But even more importantly is our base of funders and believers who've supported us literally when we were just an idea. So I feel really good about the work we do. We try to show off what we do. We want to bring people into this space and tell them about it. And we're doing a good job, and we're good stewards of our donor dollars. So we serve girls from throughout the state, age 12 to 17, usually around 15 or 16 years old. They're with us from 6 months to a year. They're enrolled in school. We have a great partnership with Savannah Chatham for different education opportunities. We work with Savannah Tech to get GEDs, where a traditional high school diploma may not be a path. We feed them breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks and all the meals. We have some groups that'll come in and volunteer to cook with the girls. We do a lot of life skills. We do a lot of outings. We want to get kids out and about, again, just like you would for your teenagers. We do 2 really cool school dances. We do a sneaker ball, which is like homecoming at Savannah Country Day School, and then we do a prom at St. Andrews. And it's just for our girls and our staff and team board, but the girls get all dressed up and get a corsage, and one time we had a limo, so they're getting some of those teen experiences, even if they're not in a traditional, living a traditional teen life. So we're really key on trying to get all their experiences. We tried to get them learner's licenses, which we think, again, is a typical teen experience. We showed up at the DMV. The DMV didn't know what to do with us because we're not their parents. So we had to go all the way to the state, top of the state, to get permission to get our girls' learner's license. So now every girl gets their learner's license with the picture in front of the DMV sign, just like your teenagers did. So address the underlying therapy, but also create just fun, meaningful teen experiences. So one thing I've learned in this work, and I've been working with kind of homeless or at-risk teenagers for about 10 years now is you never know what's going on with someone. You never know what's going on with their family, what struggles they have. If you were to see any of our kids out and about, they would look like normal teenagers, because in most respects they are normal teenagers. So I think in this time, kind of post-COVID, we're all in this space where it just seems a little harder. And so we try to bring that with us to the girls we serve. They're going through stuff. My staff's going through stuff. We're all going through stuff, and just try to be kind and compassionate and love one another. And if you were to come to Tharros Place, you would hear more laughter than tears. And that's great. Last summer, I had an intern who was on the track team at her college, and so she came and worked for the summer, and I love exercise and running, and so I said, I want our girls to run a 5K, and the intern was super excited, and we came up with this amazing plan. We had community runners. Well, the girls, it's hot in Savannah. No one wants to run in Savannah in July. And so we had all these running sessions with mixed results. And then we did a 5K at the end of the summer, and every single girl crossed that finish line. The slowest was an hour, which is a pretty good pace for someone who doesn't run. And we had a whole team out there, and each girl we paired with a running buddy. And I've only cried twice, and that was one of them, seeing them cross the finish line, because it was so freaking normal, and it was so great, and they all accomplished it. And yeah, that's one of my treasured memories. It was a great event.